Africa is a continent full of mystery, tradition, and some of the most unusual markets you will ever hear about. Imagine walking through a bustling marketplace where you can buy crocodile skins, powerful love potions, or even ancient tribal masks with spiritual significance. Across the vast landscapes of Africa, from the deserts of Mali to the coastal cities of Tanzania, there are places where commerce takes on a whole new meaning. These are not your typical markets filled with fresh produce and household goods. Instead, they offer products that range from the extraordinary to the downright bizarre. Have you ever wondered where you could find a market dedicated to selling voodoo charms and mystical artifacts? Or a place where entire transactions happen without a single word being spoken? Africa is home to some of the strangest and most unique markets in the world, each with a fascinating history and cultural significance that has been passed down for generations. Some markets focus on the supernatural, offering charms and talismans believed to bring luck or protection. Others are deeply rooted in ancient traditions, where people gather for purposes beyond trade, like matchmaking, spiritual rituals, or even secretive exchanges of rare items. While some of these markets may seem unbelievable, they serve an important role in their communities. They are places of tradition, storytelling, and in some cases, survival. From open-air bazaars packed with mysterious herbal medicines to hidden underground markets where you can find items no ordinary store would ever sell, these places push the boundaries of what a market can be. Each one tells a different story, revealing a unique side of African culture that few outsiders ever get to witness. Stay with us until the end, as we take you on a journey to explore 15 of the most unusual and shocking markets in Africa. You won't believe what is being bought and sold in these incredible places. Some will leave you in awe, others might make you question everything you know about trade and tradition. Let us know in the comments which of these markets surprises you the most. Now, let's step into the world of Africa's most bizarre markets. 15. Mercado de los Fetiches. Lomé, Togo. Hidden in the bustling streets of Lomé, Togo, lies one of the most unique and mysterious markets in Africa, known as the Voodoo Supermarket. This place is not your typical marketplace filled with fresh produce and textiles. Instead, it is a hub for those who practice voodoo, seeking powerful charms, potions, and sacred items believed to hold mystical properties. The market serves as a vital resource for traditional healers, spiritualists, and even those curious about the supernatural. Walking through this market, visitors can find an astonishing variety of items, from dried chameleons and crocodile heads to monkey skulls and powdered animal bones. These items are not merely decorations, they are believed to have deep spiritual significance. According to local traditions, certain bones and herbs can cure illnesses, ward off evil spirits, or even bring prosperity and success. The market is also a place where shamans and priests provide consultations, crafting specific potions and talismans for those in need. One of the most striking aspects of this market is the strong belief in the power of these objects. Local practitioners claim that everything sold here has a purpose, whether for healing, protection, or even casting spells. Despite its eerie atmosphere, it attracts many tourists eager to learn more about African spiritual practices. Would you dare to visit this market and witness its mystical energy? Firsthand, stay with us as we uncover even more unusual markets across the continent. 14. Mercado de los Venenos. Nigeria. Deep in Nigeria, there is a market unlike any other, where the goods for sale are not fresh vegetables or traditional fabrics, but rather toxic herbs, lethal plants, and mysterious powders. This is the infamous poison market, a place where traditional healers and spiritual practitioners gather to acquire substances that are believed to have both healing and destructive powers. The market specializes in selling plants and extracts that have been used in African medicine for centuries. Some of these are known for their healing properties, treating ailments from stomach pain to infections. However, others are far more controversial. Certain poisons are sought after for their alleged ability to influence people's thoughts or even bring harm to enemies through traditional spiritual practices. Among the most popular items are poisonous tree barks, venomous animal extracts, and herbal concoctions with secret ingredients. While the market operates openly, its existence sparks debate about safety and ethics. Some argue that it preserves important cultural traditions, while others believe that the sale of such substances should be more strictly regulated. Despite this, it continues to thrive, attracting both local customers and curious outsiders. Would you be brave enough to walk through this market and discover its secrets? Join us as we continue our journey through Africa's most bizarre markets. 13. Mercado de Sal de Taoudeni, Mali. In the vast and unforgiving Sahara Desert lies a market that has been essential to trade for centuries. The Taoudeni salt market in Mali is not just a place to buy and sell. It is the final destination of one of the world's most grueling trade routes. Salt, often referred to as white gold, has been a valuable commodity in Africa for generations, and here it is carved from the earth and transported across the desert in a way that seems unchanged by time. Massive blocks of salt are extracted from the Taoudeni mines, located in one of the most remote areas of Mali. Traders use caravans of camels to transport these blocks across hundreds of miles of desert, braving extreme temperatures and harsh conditions. Once they reach the market, the salt is cut into smaller pieces and sold to merchants who distribute it across Africa. Historically, salt was so valuable that it was once used as currency. Kings and merchants controlled its trade, and wars were fought over access to it. Today, while modern transportation has reduced its rarity, the market remains a fascinating glimpse into Africa's past. Would you endure the long journey across the Sahara to witness this incredible trade in action? Let us know in the comments as we move on to the next astonishing marketplace. 12. Mercado de las Esposas, Vodaabe, Niger. In a small nomadic community in Niger, there is a market like no other, where instead of goods, people come in search of love. The Vodaabe Wife Market is an annual event where young men showcase themselves, hoping to be chosen as husbands by the women of the tribe. Unlike most cultures where men choose their brides, here the roles are reversed, and it is the women who have the final say. This tradition is part of the Gerawul festival, where young men spend hours decorating themselves with elaborate face paint, wearing bright clothes, and performing hypnotic dances. Beauty is highly valued in Vodaabe culture, and men go to great lengths to make themselves as attractive as possible. Wide eyes, tall stature, and symmetrical facial features are considered the most desirable traits. Once a woman selects a man, negotiations between families may take place, and in some cases, marriages are arranged on the spot. This unique tradition has been practiced for centuries and remains an essential part of Vodaabe culture. Would you visit this extraordinary marketplace where love is the main commodity? Stay with us as we uncover even more bizarre markets across Africa. 11. Mercado de los Esclavos, Zanzibar, Tanzania. Zanzibar, known for its white sandy beaches and vibrant culture, also holds a dark and painful history. In the heart of Stonetown lies the former site of one of Africa's largest slave markets, a place that once saw thousands of men, women, and children bought and sold as property. Today, it stands as a haunting reminder of a brutal past. For centuries, Zanzibar was a major hub for the Arab slave trade. People captured from across East Africa were brought here in chains, kept in underground chambers with barely any light or air, before being auctioned to the highest bidder. The market operated until the late 19th century, when the slave trade was finally abolished. Remnants of this dark era can still be seen, from the tiny holding cells to the whipping post, where enslaved individuals were brutally tested for their endurance. Now a historical site, the former slave market attracts thousands of visitors seeking to understand this tragic part of African history. Guided tours offer a chilling insight into the inhumane conditions that people endured. Standing in the cramped stone chambers, it is impossible not to feel the weight of history pressing down. Would you visit this site to learn about this painful chapter in human history? Or would you find it too overwhelming? Share your thoughts as we continue exploring more extraordinary and strange markets across the continent. 10. Ritual Market, Benin. In the heart of Benin, a country considered the birthplace of voodoo, lies a market unlike any other. The Ritual Market is a place where spirituality and commerce merge, offering items used in traditional ceremonies and supernatural practices. This market is not just for locals. It attracts shamans, priests, and even curious tourists seeking a glimpse into the mystical world of African spiritualism. Walking through the market, visitors will find an array of items considered essential for voodoo rituals. Among the most striking are black chickens, animal blood, powders made from crushed bones, and intricately crafted dolls used in different ceremonies. Many believe that these objects hold special energies, capable of bringing fortune, healing, or even misfortune when used with ill intent. One of the most intriguing aspects of this market is the presence of spiritual advisors who offer consultations to visitors. For a small fee, they perform readings, suggest ritual practices, or prepare custom-made charms based on the individual's needs. Whether you believe in voodoo or not, this place is undeniably fascinating. Would you dare to step into a market where every item is believed to hold supernatural power? Stay with us as we continue uncovering the most unusual markets in Africa. 9. Animal Mummy Market. Egypt. Egypt is famous for its pyramids, pharaohs, and ancient artifacts, but there is a lesser-known market that offers something truly unusual. The Animal Mummy Market is a place where preserved remains of cats, hawks, and crocodiles are sold, continuing a practice that dates back thousands of years. In ancient Egyptian culture, animals were often mummified and placed in temples as offerings to the gods, a tradition that has left behind a vast number of well-preserved remains. The mummies sold in this market are believed to carry spiritual energy. Some buyers see them as protective talismans, while others purchase them as rare collector's items. The authenticity of these mummies varies, with some being genuine ancient relics and others more recent reproductions. Beyond the mystery of these mummies, the market also serves as a hub for historians, archaeologists, and spiritual practitioners who believe in the power of these sacred artifacts. Whether viewed as religious icons or valuable antiques, these mummies hold a deep significance in Egyptian tradition. Would you ever consider owning an ancient animal mummy? Join us as we continue to explore more fascinating markets across Africa. 8. Baboon Meat Market. Congo. Deep in the Congo, there is a controversial market where exotic meats are openly sold, including baboon, snake, and even pangolin. For some communities, consuming bushmeat is a long-standing tradition, deeply rooted in their way of life. However, for conservationists, this trade represents a major threat to Africa's wildlife. Baboon meat is considered a delicacy by certain tribal groups who believe it has nutritional and even medicinal properties. The meat is often smoked or grilled, and its sale is largely unregulated, allowing hunters to sell their catch directly to consumers. In addition to baboons, the market offers a wide range of wild animal meats, including crocodiles and various species of monkeys. Despite growing international concerns about illegal wildlife trade and the spread of zoonotic diseases, these markets continue to thrive due to high demand. For locals, this is not just food, it is tradition. But with increasing pressure from conservation organizations and stricter laws, the future of these markets remains uncertain. What do you think? Should tradition be preserved, or should stronger regulations be enforced? Stay with us as we uncover even more unbelievable markets. 7. Barter Market. Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Imagine walking into a market where money has no value. In Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, a unique trade system takes place in one of the country's oldest markets. Here, everything operates through barter, with people exchanging goods rather than using currency. This market is a living example of how communities can function outside of a cash-based economy. Local farmers and artisans come here to trade essentials like grains, coffee, livestock, and textiles. A person might bring sacks of wheat and exchange them for clothing or handcrafted tools. Negotiations are an essential part of the experience, as traders must determine the relative value of their goods. This system promotes self-sufficiency and strengthens community ties, but it also poses challenges in an increasingly globalized world. Despite the rise of modern markets, this traditional practice persists, serving as a reminder of how trade originally functioned. Would you be able to navigate a market where your bargaining skills determine what you take home? Let us know in the comments as we continue exploring more surprising markets. 6. Gold Market, Johannesburg, South Africa. Beneath the surface of Johannesburg, Africa's richest city in terms of mineral wealth, lies a hidden network of traders dealing in one of the most coveted commodities on Earth, gold. Unlike conventional gold markets, This one operates in the shadows, where informal sellers exchange untraceable gold bars and raw gold extracted from illegal mining operations. Johannesburg has long been a center of gold mining, but in recent years, illegal mining activities have surged, giving rise to a thriving black market. Here, gold is sold at significantly lower prices than in regulated markets, attracting buyers from across the world. However, this trade is not without risks. Authorities frequently conduct raids to crack down on illicit operations, and disputes over mining territories have led to violent clashes. For those who manage to navigate this underground economy, the potential for profit is enormous. But for the miners, who work in dangerous conditions with little to no protection, the reality is far more brutal. This market raises questions about ethics, wealth, and the cost of fortune. Would you ever consider buying gold from an unregulated source? Or is the risk too high? Stay tuned as we continue uncovering the most astonishing markets Africa has to offer. 5. Cow Blood Market, Kenya. In the heart of Kenya, the Maasai people have preserved a centuries-old tradition that might seem unusual to outsiders, but is deeply rooted in their culture. In various Maasai markets, fresh cow blood is bought and sold as an essential part of their diet. For the Maasai, blood is more than just food. It is considered a source of strength, vitality, and healing. The blood is obtained in a humane way by carefully making an incision in the cow's neck without killing the animal. This allows the blood to be collected and mixed with milk, creating a traditional drink known for its high protein and iron content. It is often given to warriors, the elderly, and those recovering from illness, as it is believed to boost energy and overall health. Tourists visiting these markets are sometimes offered a chance to taste this unique beverage, though many hesitate due to its raw nature. Despite its cultural significance, the consumption of cow blood has sparked debates about health concerns and modern dietary practices. Would you be willing to try this Maasai superfood? Join us as we continue exploring Africa's most fascinating and unexpected markets. 4. Floating Market of Ganvié, Benin. Deep in Benin's Lake Nokoué lies a market that seems to float on water. Known as the Venice of Africa, the floating market of Ganvié is a breathtaking place where boats replace traditional market stalls. This unique market has been a way of life for the people of Ganvié, a village built entirely on stilts, for centuries. Local fishermen and traders paddle through the canals, selling everything from fresh fish to handcrafted pottery and vibrant fabrics. Because there are no roads, all commerce happens by canoe, with buyers and sellers skillfully navigating the water to make their exchanges. What makes this market truly special is its origin. The people of Ganvié are descendants of the Tofino, a group that fled to the lake centuries ago to escape slave traders. Today, their community thrives on the water, preserving their way of life. Tourists who visit the market often marvel at the incredible adaptability of the people here. Would you like to shop while floating on a canoe? Stay with us as we uncover more of Africa's most remarkable markets. 3. Mask Market, Burkina Faso. In Burkina Faso, masks are more than just decorative objects. They are deeply spiritual symbols used in traditional ceremonies, storytelling, and ancestral worship. The mask market in Burkina Faso is one of the most vibrant and culturally rich markets in Africa, attracting collectors, historians, and spiritual seekers from around the world. Each mask is meticulously hand-carved by skilled artisans, using wood, beads, and natural pigments to create intricate designs. These masks are used in initiation rites, harvest celebrations, and even spiritual dances meant to communicate with ancestors. Some represent animals, symbolizing wisdom and strength, while others depict spirits that are believed to protect villages. Beyond their cultural significance, these masks have also become highly sought-after pieces of African art. Tourists and collectors flock to this market to purchase authentic masks, though some reproductions are made for commercial purposes. Whether for spiritual connection or artistic appreciation, these masks hold stories that date back centuries. Would you buy a mask from this market as a piece of history or as a work of art? Let us know as we continue exploring Africa's most extraordinary markets. 2. Leather Market, Fez, Morocco. The leather tanneries of Fez are among the most famous in the world, known for their traditional techniques and intense, unmistakable smell. The leather market in Fez offers an unforgettable experience where visitors can witness the ancient art of leather processing, a craft that has remained unchanged for centuries. As soon as you enter the market, you are greeted by the powerful scent of leather being treated with natural dyes made from plants and minerals. Large stone vats filled with colorful liquids create a mesmerizing sight as workers use their bare hands and feet to soften the hides. The final products, ranging from handcrafted bags to intricate footwear, are displayed in shops surrounding the market. One of the most fascinating aspects of this market is its commitment to traditional techniques. While modern factories have mechanized leather production, Fez remains a place where every step of the process is done manually, preserving its authenticity. Tourists often receive sprigs of mint to help mask the strong odor while they explore. Would you like to visit this market and witness one of the oldest tanning traditions in the world? Stay with us as we reveal Africa's most surprising marketplace. 1. Thief Market. South Africa. Hidden in the streets of South Africa's urban centers lies a market that operates outside the law. Known as the Thief Market, this underground marketplace is infamous for selling stolen goods at unbelievably low prices. Everything from bicycles, smartphones, and designer watches to household electronics and even cars can be found here, no questions asked. This market thrives on rapid transactions, with stolen items changing hands almost instantly. For some locals, it is a place to find cheap deals, while for law enforcement, it is a never-ending battle to shut it down. Authorities frequently conduct raids, but the market always finds ways to resurface in different locations. Despite its reputation, the Thief Market is a fascinating look into the world of black market trade and urban survival. Some argue that economic hardship fuels its existence, while others see it as a hub for criminal activity. Would you ever risk shopping in a place where nothing has a receipt? Or would you steer clear of this underground economy? Let us know in the comments and stay tuned as we continue exploring the world's most unusual markets. Throughout this journey, we have explored 15 of the strangest and most unexpected markets in Africa. Each one tells a unique story, revealing traditions, beliefs, and ways of life that have been passed down for generations. From floating markets where trade happens on water to places where rituals and spiritual practices shape commerce, these markets challenge everything we think we know about buying and selling. What makes these places truly fascinating is not just what is sold, but the deep cultural significance behind each transaction. Whether it is a sacred mask, a block of salt carried across the desert, or even something as controversial as stolen goods, every market reflects the complexity and diversity of African societies. Some of these markets are thriving hubs of tradition, while others exist in the shadows, operating outside the law. Yet, they all share one thing in common. They are a window into a world that remains largely unexplored. Would you ever visit one of these markets, or do some of them seem too extreme for you? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this journey through Africa's most bizarre marketplaces, make sure to give this video a like, share your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss our next deep dive into the world's most fascinating hidden corners. See you in the next video.